back, guys. Roughly about 3-4 minutes from when we finished part 1. Zambezi's still here, about to finish shortly. Still nobody has gotten in trouble for being naughty, which is great. That said, massive respect to the super professional lady trooper. Each time somebody has reached out, as it were, in the direction of her horse, she's used the reins to pull the horse away. Active prevention, as opposed to having to waste her energy on a boiling hot day, screaming and shouting. It's 32, folks. That's the official temperature on the ground here right now, which means this might be the shortest part 2 ever, because they might not replace the horses, they might take them off. We'll know that within 5 minutes from now. These two are either going to be removed, and that's it for today, or changed over, but it's only a matter of time. We will not have horses here all day today, no way. Bear in mind, we're not even at noon, and it's in the low 30s, people. The trooper, I dare say, is counting down those final minutes. She would have no idea how close we are, because there's no clock, and she doesn't have a watch. So she would have heard the last bell at 45, and is probably counting it from them to the hour. Give or take, we've got 3 minutes. Sure what effect clicking has, or clicking one's fingers has on the horse. He's not a waiter in a restaurant. Got there in the end. Actually quite settled now, people. It's boiling, but I've settled, almost acclimatized in the last hour. Everybody's got super oily, sweaty faces today, despite the lovely outfits. Oh, I didn't realise they were shooting The Hobbit Part 7 here in London today. He's very close to being on the cobbles. I guess the V sign thing starts quite young in certain parts of the world. Oh, how's that for a pose? Absolutely lovely, look. Okay, Zambezi decides he wants to go into the stables now, and not when the other horse comes out. See that? Trooper just told him to get back. Yikes. This is the naughty corner, guys. Tourists that have touched the horse look, he's saying this is what happened to us when we touched the horse. Oh, they're bringing 2 new ones out. Wasn't expecting that. The question now being, how long will they last in this heat? I'm not zoomed in at all. Interestingly, the stableman was just running over to open the doors. Didn't realise that the box was not open. So that was right in the nick of time to the stableman. Nothing prohibits the work of the Kingsguard, including stable doors. Well done, Zambezi, for making it to the end. What a championship horse he is. Oh, that's what we're saying. Bye, buddy. Okay, we're going to mix it up a little bit, guys, for part 2. This mount will happen in the yard. Which one have we got here? No idea. Big fluffy head beauty we've got here. Mount coming. And we'll have a look at the far end. Those two troopers must be over the moon to be out of this heat imminently. Instinctively, I think they will leave the box doors open. The reason the stableman ran over this box, they closed the doors in part 1 because of Zambezi quitting several times, but they left the doors open in the other box. In other words, the default for the moment is doors open. Okay, so they're done. Let's move along to the other end. Here comes a massive flood of tourists imminently, and still no gatesmen and no chitsmen people. So no foot guards today here at Horse Guards. I'll show you in case you doubt my word. I did mention that at the beginning of part 1, thinking that it's almost certainly the case that we'll not have foot guards, and it's just too hot. So the only thing we're still wondering about is how close the horses are to being removed. Because obviously people are still not even aware that there's no guard. Look, they're wondering where's the guard. But there isn't one. There is no guard on foot. Oh, the toys fanning their kids and stuff. It's that warm. So, 2 boxes, 2 new horses, both sets of doors open at the back of the boxes. That's the best they can do in terms of aircon, folks. There's no fan, no cooling, no air conditioning. Medieval style is how we do it here in Britain. Not easy, but hey, that's the reality. As always, for the majority of the time at the other end, even though the horses are swapped over, I will now focus primarily on this end for this part. Actually, this is brilliant to see. If you remember last week's video, Trooper tells Idiot to move. That trooper, who was a stablewoman in that video, that was a very popular video actually, I was surprised. She's here, she's back. And today, she's not the stablewoman, she's a trooper, boxman on the horse. To be honest, not wishing to be presumptuous, but I'm pretty sure she'd prefer to be the stableman than a boxman today in this heat. Done. Had enough. Too hot. I mean, I'm surprised they brought 2 new ones out. They're going to take them off imminently. 36. That's really hot, actually. What is it now? Did you see what? It reads 33 in the yard. 36, flipping hell. If it gets to 36, I'm going to be on the floor, so we're going to miss it anyway. It's just. Thanks for that. Thanks for the heads up. I mean, at least for now we know. That is pretty high, though, isn't it? To be honest, I would not have thought that. I mean, if they're probably looking at. I think last week the stableman said 28 for no foot guards. That explains why they're missing. But I mean, that would be 8 degrees higher to remove the horses. But it is what it is. That would have come from upstairs, though, wouldn't it? I think 36. Wow. Okay, interesting. I'm already on part 2, so when I finish this, I'm going to go lay in the park anyway. See you Wednesday, yeah? Okay, bye for now. Right, folks, heads up there by the army photographer. The corporal of horse, as you heard, I did see them chatting. 36, apparently. orders have come down from the chiefs upstairs. If we hit 36, we're off. Now bear in mind, we are exactly 33 now, and it's just after noon. Will we hit 36? Gosh, it's going to be close. I bet the troopers are in the stables praying we're going to hit 36, because that means they can spend the afternoon hosing down the horses at the back. And I dare say they'd much prefer that with the cold water and the hose and the pipe at the back than being on these sweaty beasts in the box. Oh, that's it, just break the sign, don't worry about it. How did this trooper not laugh? I was certain the sign was going to fall on the floor then. That's never happened here, but it's inevitable that it will happen one day. I like this trooper because she's got the quintessential Blues and Royals poker face. Very stern, very serious, exceedingly professional. So just stand and block the parents. Yeah, don't worry about the camera, guys, just walk straight in front of it. We've got a little cheeky nibber here. Look how fluffy his forelock is. It's definitely head and shoulders this morning. It's fully washed and conditioned, you can see it. Oh, horse is breaking the rules now. Look, it says on the sign, don't touch the horse. But the horse is making the tourist touch him. He's trying to encourage rule breaking. Yikes, that's really close now. Look at that. Gosh, if that horse decided to do an Ormond. Corporal of Horse having a good look again at the temperature. 36 does seem high, does it not, people? Oh, he's coming to the front. I think he's probably going to tell them that they're very close to being taken off. And you can see the box first. No idea what he said, but hey, let's hope it's, hey, 5 minutes and you're off. Not great for us, guys. I know you like to watch this, as do I like to film it. But yeah, it's a bit too much right now. Feels like I'm in Morocco, not in London. I'm still shocked, folk, that the kit is managing. So it doesn't explode at some point. If you hear a loud scream, it's the phone exploding in my face. Primarily Spanish, German and Chinese Mandarin speakers here today. Overwhelmingly, actually. This typically, though, to be fair, folks, mid to end of August is when most British people go on their foreign summer holidays. So whilst British school kids are on holidays, they're also on holidays. They're on a holiday during the holiday. Next week, actually wait, next week, what am I talking about? This week, sorry, this Thursday is a big day as well in the UK because it's when A-level results will be published. So everybody that is hoping to get their preferred university place will know this Thursday morning when the A-level results are published. What kind of a speak? Published? Yep, don't worry, boss, about the camera.
Mira, mami. Okay.
Oh, there's a guy doing a selfie thing with a little look. Let's make a little video. Let's put his camera on the floor on a little stand. He's going to walk into the box then. These women look very happy this morning despite the heat on their horses. Look. They've actually stopped at the gate. I don't know what they've stopped for. I'll talk to the police.
Over here.
Oh, they've actually turned the horses around. They didn't come through the front gate. You see that? They turned the horses around and went back. I wonder if they're maybe taking the horses into water them. Let's see if they go into the stables here or back through the tunnel. I don't remember ever seeing that before. Now, what could be the reasons that they decided to take the horses back the way they came, I wonder? Gosh, that's really, really close for a little kid, isn't it? Oh, that's it. Massive respect to the trooper again, you see that? She says, sorry, no. Tried to pull the reins away, then told the kid verbally. Basically, don't touch my flipping horse. Brilliant. I mean, that's what we wanted to see, folks, isn't it? Let's be honest here. We wanted to see people being told, do not touch the horse. I've got somebody on a flipping Zoom call on my right, back to Ecuador or wherever. Super annoying people do that, have that little family video call right in front of horse guards, completely oblivious to the fact there are, I don't know, 50 other tourists making a video. Oh, Hobbit's back. 36 degrees, good lord. If the horses get taken off, I think I'm going to check myself into a hospital. I'm going to be needing a saline drip if it hits 36. Who's up next? Is expecting a response, but he's not going to get one. Oh. I'm not sure. Did she have a note that she was going to give to the trooper? Let me try and ask her. Oh, they've gone straight through the gate of family. I don't know what she had, a piece of paper. Not sure what that was about, guys. Oh, Havana man, look at this. Robert Redford inspired outfit. Very swish. Los polos hermanos. What does that mean, guys? Ukrainian 100% on the left, without a doubt. I can tell you straight off, immediately, in 1 second. Bro's enjoying his ice pop. Anyway, folks, we have officially reached the hottest day of the year. The temperature in the yard was reading 33 a little while ago. It's between 33 and 34 degrees now, which is already the hottest day of the year. And we haven't even hit 1 p.m. All the fans out and about.
Ok. Un po' più vicino. Sai, vai Vittoria. Vittoria. Ok. Adesso messo, andiamo. Để mày á.
That was inevitable.
Okay.
Oh, cheeky, don't do it, you scoundrel.
Dưa che co.
Notice how highly observant this lady trooper is, folks. Second anyone's too close, hands or whatever, she's on it. I think today's footage is a perfect antidote to what we saw on Saturday, guys, which upset a lot of you. Today's like super chill. Troopers are on it, tourists are respecting it on the whole, and amazing weather as well. What more could you ask for, guys, on a London City Walk video? Salute instead of the V sign. Well done. That's a really sweet idea, actually. In fact, crouch beneath the sign, getting the perfect picture. Well done, that man. What do we think, guys? Is it luck or are the signs working? Crowds are quite reasonable as well. Bear in mind there's basically no one in the yard because there are no foot guards. So everyone's at the front. Very reasonable numbers this morning. Pleasure to be watching this and filming it, actually. If only we're always this civilized. Yep, don't worry about the camera, chap. It's all straight in front of it. Oh, I think the police horse went back to get their friends. Look, here they come. Look at this. Oh, lady at the front's the boss, the sergeant. He's waving at the tourists. Love it, eh? We do have the best police guys in the world. Sorry if that upsets some of you, but British police, yep, they have their faults. But typically speaking, especially in London, they're pretty damn good.
So far, so it's the low never buy the ticket.
It's also a bit clippy-cloppy.
You use it, you register it, and then you can go register it, and then tweet it, accident. So it's nice and perfect. So you just do like, you can try the pallets, and then you just put like 10 pounds of going, and then update it when you need to, okay? That's what I do.
Okay.
Also with cash. Buses you can't pay cash.
Much more relaxed, isn't it?
In its location,
Many people coming through as well, still from the palace in tall groups, but a lot of them are waiting, sitting, look, completely exhausted at the entrance to the tunnel. Not really surprising. It's a bit much.
Don't touch the horse!
Who's up next? I'm not sure that she's noticed there's even a horse here.
Merge non stile lento. Punta mai lungo. Mai. Mai.
If I could ask you all to please follow me, we're going to go to
The contrast, guys, between this morning and last week. I think most people thought, you know what, I'm not going to risk it because it's too hot. And they were right, to be honest. Some of the other guys here have already turned their cameras off because they're overheating.
Hello, John. You're
What's happening? The phone's overheating.
getting red.
Just switching itself off.
Yeah.
Too hot now.
Yeah. Look. Temperature.
Wait, both of them? Oh
Yeah.
my
No,
God.
this one. I took it out now. So
That's definitely an Apple problem, though. This is the first time I've ever seen you wearing a hat as well, by the way. So it must be bloody hot there if you've got a hat on as well.
well.
Yeah.
How about your this phone is the Samsung Ultra 24 inch?
Yeah.
That's one of the best phones. And I
To be
read
honest,
the
I'm
review.
surprised it hasn't overheated and switched off. I mean, this is part 2. It's still going fine. Yeah.
It's not going over it. No, what about the colors
Nothing.
and all these?
Nothing.
Because I've seen your colors video. Best. You know? And
Yeah.
they take quick to upload as well, I think.
Oh, that said, I don't use a stock ROM. When I get the phone, I deleted the phone completely. So there's nothing on it but a custom operating system on the phone, specifically tweaked so that the camera's better.
Faster,
Yeah, I
Because
did
your
do it. I didn't
videos,
design
I see
it.
after 2 hours they HDR.
Yeah.
And our is 3 days, 4 days. Yeah. So
Yeah.
what do you do? Empty the phone?
There's nothing I do. So, for example, using forums like XDA, which is an Android developers forum, just choose a custom ROM. There are lots of them on there. Photographers, other professionals make ROMs specifically
Oh, you
tweaked
buy
to
the
certain
extra
thing, and then boom, just install the ROM fresh through a bootloader, and you've got a custom phone. Makes a big difference. Oh. Meanwhile, somebody's having a chat right in the horse's ear. Yeah, I did say earlier about the apples. People shooting with apples here, their day is already over. But the Apple video, actually, HDR, when people upload from an iPhone, takes days. To be honest, people are being very well behaved this morning. Yeah, they're being very well behaved. The horse that ended earlier quit a new one, but everyone's being pretty good. Yeah. So it takes sometimes days for HDR to finish processing with an Apple shot video. MKV, I guess, or MP4 is the Apple format, and then mine normally finished in like 2 hours, which is fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they do tend to look, as your word is like crisp, when you talk about crisp video,
Yeah.
they look crisp.
The colors come really beautiful.
Yeah, it
Then
makes
I
a
went
big
to
difference.
read the reviews and all these things. This is one of the best colors.
Time to bin apple, my friend,
Yeah.
you know it.
But I got too many now.
It's the problem, you get locked into the ecosystem. Okay folks, kind of interesting crowds here. I mean on this side, the crowd's massive. Police are way out of the heat being smart today. Look, he's explaining about the clock. Trying to squeeze myself through, guys, back toward the front. This is actually the best view, to be honest, right now.
The horse again.
Oh, someone's kind of hanging on the wall. I will get us back in a second, guys. Oh, that's a kiss for the garden. It's okay. Everyone's just kind of standing still and taking their time. I think it's just too hot to move around quickly. Bro's holding flowers on his head. Some sort of cooling mechanism.
Okay.
I've never seen that before.
Allez Isabelle, allez Isabelle. Avance-toi, un petit peu, encore, encore Isabelle.
C'est bon là.
Tu dois t'avancer un petit peu avec lui là. Allez, good. Nickel.
Tu veux quoi?
Luckily, folks, this is the only horse that only bites Scottish tourists. You believe me, didn't it?
Don't worry, I've seen it on Andrew. Yes.
Brilliant.
If things shut its eyes and just straight up. Just go, sorry. Enemy back. Terry. Well, you can get in or I'm not taking you. In.
Oh, yep. That didn't go very well for Kerry then, actually. Parents just left her there standing from the horse and walked off. She thought they were going to come back and take a picture, but they didn't. They just left.
Намагайся голову не нахиляти.
Ladies and gents,
О,
time for horsey. To enjoy a drink of water.
Ладно, він до мене якраз прилетів.
He's straight in there actually, which is quite unusual. They normally splosh all over the place. Put myself back. That's when the trooper moves. I'm not in his way. There's that nice wet rub down. No. I was like, get off, that's enough. He's actually gone back through the box. I'm not sure if he's going to go the back way to water the horse. Wait, I guess he actually watered the other horse. Oh, he did. He watered the other horse first, we missed it. And then the second horse. They've both been watered. This horse is wet. You can see the water on the cobbles.
Yeah?
Troopers are probably thinking, hey, what about us?
来吧。
可以，我来一张吧。
我用我手机给你看，你把手机放好。小心你的包。
Troopers are actually holding up surprisingly well. Their two predecessors in the box with far more red face, yet it's hotter now than it was before. How does that work? Hardier troopers perhaps, a little bit more heat resistant. The horses are very relaxed this morning compared to Zambezi. This is my new favourite spot for the moment, guys. Slightly off centre, gives a good view into the yard. It's a bit too whiffy to be super close. It's a great call actually by the corporal force to leave the doors at the rear of the boxes open at both ends today. I think if they hadn't done that, the horses would have been removed already. That would definitely explain why, being a little bit more breezy, the troopers are not overheating so dramatically like the others. We have to say, folks, that for what we see this morning, the signs are working, are they not?
Ahí sí.
Oh,
Don't touch the stand. Horses may kick and אמא, מקבל את הג'אז, גז.
אתה רוצה ללכת לצלם אתכם?
צריך להצטלם? היא לא רוצה.
some people very sunburnt already. Look at this lady on the right, very sunburnt on her arms.
רוצה גם? אני הולך נצטלם. הנה, מצאנו. בואי. בואי נראה.
This, folks, is what we were hoping for. Let's be honest.
יש לי אמא
It's interesting to see, because the yard is unoccupied, obviously the police are in the shade, they're completely covered in black, so I can't blame them. There's no way that gauge is far away from the 36, we're going to be very close. It's odd actually, I think this is the first time, certainly that I remember, that we had no foot guards from the beginning of the day. Now, they were not here when we got here just before 11, which meant they would not have been put out at 10 then taken off. It wasn't hot enough, so they just decided not to put them out, full stop. So the fact that we had no foot guards all morning, and almost certainly there won't be any today, is a first. I was thinking about it just now, that's why I was quiet. I'm pretty sure that we've never had a day when we arrived and there were no foot guards, and then that continued into the day. So it was very odd. Very kind of, I don't even know how to describe it. It just feels a little bit different. But it gives us a good idea of the conditions in the corner. Got a little plant growing. And no, folks, before you start imagining it, there isn't something that is going to be picked, rolled and smoked. I guess, to be honest, it makes it a hell of a lot easier for everybody working here when they haven't got to cover the front, plus those two somewhat weak spots in the yard. Boom, we're back. But not for long. 20 minutes of the changeover, folks. And I wonder if they're going to bring Zambezi back out or not. Horses are being superstars, aren't they, in this weather? To be honest, they're probably thinking, it's not worth kicking up a fast, it's too hot. Oh, a couple of horses appeared like magic from the back of the box. I didn't overhear him say anything about the horse being removed, but the fact he's out checking means we're probably getting very close to the cut-off temperature.
Yeah, get in there, guys. I'll take a picture.
He went into the other box. I'm not sure if he's been back through the other box into the yard. I haven't seen him, but other troopers exhaling a little bit. You can tell they're feeling the heat today, big time. They might look cool in the box, but 33, 34, whatever it is now. It's crazy. I hate to be in all this kit. I couldn't even imagine being naked with the white gloves on. I mean, it wouldn't be the first time I've been in that situation, but good lord. Especially sitting on that fluffy horse blanket. Oh, that was interesting. You like, don't touch me. I think what happened then is they said, look, just because we're in a tour group together and we met for the first time 34 minutes ago, doesn't give you the right to put your arm around me in public. Fair play to her for that.
Would anyone like some photos for you guys?
Would anyone like some photos? No thanks.
There you go, guys. Go for it. Be quick. Going? Okay.
go around, guys.
Yeah, bro, don't worry about the camera. That's the first time anyone's ever stood like right in front of it. Classic. So folks, who on the channel has ever been to Mauritius before? I'm actually thinking about a trip myself. I'm not sure what inspired that idea, but apparently it's a beautiful place to visit for a holiday. Plus it's even cooler than London. Brilliant. Completely oblivious to the camera. Funny. I don't know how that's possible, but there we are.
Tails scoring 400, guys.
Anyone else?
Guys, 20,
All good? And let's continue. Ideally find some shade.
This is the most peaceful Monday we've ever encountered here at Horseguards. I think I'll probably, in all likelihood, migrate to this end, folks, for the time being. Sorry. Not a lot of space, but hey, it is what it is. We're kind of in the centre at this end for the moment, which is good. Yeah, the other horse is actually now been pulled completely into the box, pretty much invisible. Oh, damn it, just when it was going so well there. It's a more relaxed pace, guys. I'm guessing because people just don't want to overheat. They come along, they're posing, everybody's waiting patiently. You notice there's no stress here at all, no pressure for people to move. They're taking their good old time with the pictures today. This kind of reminds me of last summer. It was busy, but it was actually kind of like this, civilized busy, as opposed to chaos busy. The carbon pole that the gimbal and camera is mounted on is too hot to hold for the first time ever. Never had this before. So I'm holding the gimbal handle instead, which is a sort of shaped plastic, and that's boiling, but the pole itself, the metal pole, forget it, cannot touch it. Actually shocked that the kit hasn't switched itself off, to be quite honest. Definitely going to be a couple of shades darker on my arms and neck, that's for sure, but in a good way, because I did lube and lotion and lube, or vice versa, myself up this morning. I honestly didn't think we'd make it, guys, to the end of the second part, so the fact that I think we will, not just because of the temperature of the troops and horses being removed, but my stamina. Oh. Oh. I can't believe she mucked that up, actually. Apple's on the floor now. That's a pity. But in part one, I was sort of debating what we'd see when somebody came along with food for the horse. That's what we saw. He didn't initially see it, but the second he did see it, the trooper said, "No, you saw it firmly." And now we've got a gloriously rosy red apple on the floor, but the horse, sadly, can't eat it. Look. Bless her. She did do a good job trying to feed the horse. Let me ask her if she's only got one apple. Have you only got one apple? Have you only got one apple? That's the only one. Ah, no, I'm sorry.
Eu ia tentar dar a maçã, só que caiu e o guarda disse que não. Fala pra ele. O que ele tá perguntando? Ah, já. Sim, só fala pra ele, só tinha aquela.
Yeah, so she tried doing it.
Uh-huh.
But then I think it's
O sea, el guarda, fala pra ele que o guarda disse que não. O sea, pero sim me dejou, fala pra ele, que sim que me deixou.
the God said that she could have done it like again.
I think because it rolled onto the floor under the horse. So I think it's because the guards worried that maybe she would get kicked by the horse. Because the apple, it's a shame that it fell on the floor under. You could see the horse wanting to eat the apple. Yeah, he was really happy. He was like, mi bien.
Sí, sí lo quiere, por.
Brilliant.
Só que não dá pra pegar porque tá perto da pata, né? E tinha que chegar pouquinho mais pra cá.
Amazing. Guys, where are you from? Which country are you from? You're from Brazil, yeah? Interesting that you said, do you speak Spanish and not do you speak Portuguese?
She speaks Spanish and
Uh-huh.
I speak English, Spanish.
Fala pra ele que eu moro na
How is
Espanha.
your English so good? But
I mean, it's because she's only came here like
okay.
Yo e
I understand.
ele não, ele fala que você mora aqui.
it's because I live here 3 years.
So you can teach her English?
Yeah.
Já, tem que ensinar. Né?
Tell her thank you, it's amazing. Gracias. We get some super lovely people here. She was so excited about, you can see the emotion and excitement in her face. Bless her. Lovely. Folks, it happened.